Let's talk about Gorilla and what exactly is going on in life. This one is an interesting one. Actually, got trending here. Gorilla price prediction. I remember talking about this one about 2021. A meme token poised to revolutionize the crypto landscape by acquiring viral appeal with substantial utility. Meme tokens Gorilla stand out with an IDO launchpad, providing strategic advantages for early investors. Again, launchpads, when do they do best? They do best when, we're seeing pumps. And right now, the market is kind of iffy. We're not seeing pumps. We're not seeing dumps. And I was talking about this one when it was at its peak. I think it was like 2022 start. Wasn't even listed on exchanges yet. But like 2023, look at this. It actually saw huge pumps. So another pump here. Obviously, the issue with this token I have is very reliant on huge market rallies. Now, that's not the worst thing, right? It's obviously a very normal thing. But right now, this is an IDO, initial distribution offering. Basically, you can buy for a certain amount, you can buy these tokens. And a lot of them, if it's bear market, they're going to perform absolutely terrible in that sense. So that's something you should keep in mind. If it's bear markets, like the IDOs are absolutely not doing anything. But off a spread that our launchpad is almost finished, they're doing a launchpad. And I think this could, have some potential once the bull runs start. Now, if the bull runs start, imagine the massive possibilities, how many people are going to be flocking in. That's going to be the big thing, right? And that's something I'm really, really excited for when that happens. Someone bought spend 12 ETH. So someone bought in big buys. And I think people are buying IDO tokens based on really promise in that sense, like that crypto is going up. And I think that's very important to know. Very important to realize that most people that buy these cryptos, they're buying not because it will pump now, but it might pump in the future. And again, I think this is a big risk to take. You have to say there's going to be big projects exploding in that sense. That's something you should be focusing on in that sense. But I will keep you guys updated more on that, on exactly everything that goes on behind the scenes. If you guys want to be kept up to date with more content like this, be sure to smash that like button. By the way, there's been a lot of fantastic updates in the last few days of crypto. But again, this is a pretty early one. I think there's going to be more IDOs launching in the future. I think IDOs, we saw what happened with the Ape Terminal. There was a lot of drama overall, a lot of, people frustrated. And that's just how IDOs work. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes you will be profitable, sometimes you won't be profitable. And I saw a lot of these IDOs in 2021. I think a very big majority of people are now doing I think it's called pink sale. Most people did pink sale. So that's one the people are doing right now. But what I personally think about Gorilla, they're making an NFT game. This NFT game is nothing special in my opinion, but it shouldn't be their priority. They're focusing on the IDO right now that can be both long-term sustainable for them and can actually make some decent gains. So if you guys want to be kept up to date with more content like this, also be sure to smash that like button, and I will keep you guys updated with more news. Until next time, peace everyone. Hey everyone, so let's talk about Jupiter. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic day today. Jupiter just had a huge airdrop. Also with Went token, we saw amazing updates. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to smash that like button. We've been seeing a lot of interesting stuff lately, especially with this token in that sense. But Jupiter, actually what we saw is Airdrop Hunter made 1 million from Jupiter airdrop. Imagine being a millionaire just from the airdrop itself. He made 10,000 watts, then sold 1.4 million on DEX and 12K on the thing. Also, they have a listing update. Again, this is a token that has airdrops. Meow, we sold 250 million Jupiter tokens, slashing the sales ratio from 20 to 2.5%. Meow acknowledges potential for more funds through IDO or OTC, but emphasizes our strategic approach. I think this is I did an OTC deal or regular, so there was a huge buy from Meow. But what exactly is Jupiter? So that's what we're going to be talking about today, because it's been the talk of the town really for the last few days for a very good reason. And it's one of the most swap aggregation engines, excels in delivering essential liquidity infrastructure from the Solana ecosystem. Jupiter is actively expanding its DeFi product offering, featuring a compressive seed that includes limit order, DCA twop, bridge comparator, and perpetual trading. Now, with crypto coming back, this is the good news that people have been waiting for in that sense. Like, people wanted to hear that for quite a while, actually. And I think this is the best thing we have going on so far. So that is something I will keep you guys updated with more news if you guys want. Be sure also smash that like button if you guys haven't already. There's really been a lot of talk of the town of where this will go and what this will do. There's been like different scenarios of what will happen. But personally, I am pretty excited to hear more on the potential future, really, of this. There's been so much amazing content to talk about, especially because Jupiter right now is most used trading platform in DeFi because of its airdrop. Like, seems like airdrops are in fact working. They're working at a very large scale. They're doing actually pretty much fantastic. So that is definitely good news if you ask me. If you're personally excited for Jupiter, it's also one of the top perpetual platforms. So most people use centralized exchanges for perpetual for their perps or for their margin calls. But seems like people are coming back kind of to DeFi, and Jupiter is like a statement of that. So best exchange in DeFi. It had a huge airdrop. Now, I think the token is going to go down because a lot of these big whales, they're actually selling in that sense. So that's something you have to consider. You know, this might not be sustainable in the total term. So that's something, you know, just consider that. And it might not be like long term, but I'm definitely really, really excited to talk more about this. If you guys want more content like this, be sure to smash that like button. And I will keep you guys updated with more news. But anyway, until next time, you know, what do I think about Jupiter? It's probably going to stay, but its coin might be ending up dropping a bit. They also made some announcements on buying. So this is Rare Meow. I think he actually is very connected with Jupiter. So also one of the developers. Over immense amount of support in the Solana ecosystem. So again, Solana is growing, and this is just another reason why Solana might overtake other projects. So that is something most people don't consider. And I will keep you guys updated with more news. Until next time, peace everyone. So hey everyone, let's talk about Zeta chain, Zeta. What exactly it is and why is it number 24 in volume? Look at this, 260 million. This is like Shiba Inu volume. We never saw this before. It's absolutely insane. It hit one all-time high. People are saying it's a bearish trend because a lot of the whales are selling, but we got to look at this and what the project is. If you want to be kept up to date, smash that like button. It's a novel L1 that has chain agnostic built EVM compatible Cosmos, Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Tron. Developers currently use Zeta Chain's messaging capabilities to send data and native value without wrapping assets. So if you want to like use DeFi or anything, you got to basically rob the assets, put them through all these sorts of interactions and pay tons of fees. But here they have, you know, like if you want to send it also to somewhere else. So if you want to send Solana to the BCC chain, you got to wrap it. But they're basically solving this by saying, hey, you don't need to wrap anything. You can just, you know, use it as you will. And I think this is a huge, huge thing. It will support native smart contract, which will let developers omni-chain apps that orchestrate funds across chains from a single contract. So, you know, the one issue I have with crypto right now is there's too many blockchains. And I think I've been saying this on my channel a lot. There's way too many blockchains. You have Solana, you have Dogecoin's blockchain, you have BCC, you have, I could keep going on, and these are just the top 10 blockchains, right? And crypto is still super early. There's still not a lot of users in that sense. As people talk about that, I think that's a very important factor. Most people, you know, don't realize is how early we are into crypto right now. It's definitely very, very early in that sense. And that is definitely good, right? That is good news if you ask me. I think the most important factor here we have right now is that crypto in that sense, it has been seeing like massive rises. Yeah, it has been seeing an influx of users, but it's nowhere near as before in that sense. So that's what Zeta Chain is trying to do. It's like trying to put all in one thing. Zeta Chain mainnet beta, and I think this is why it's growing, why it's trending, why getting so much volume, because they just reached mainnet, and again, they did a lot of testing. They went ahead and said, okay, we're gonna do that, we're gonna do this, and that's the good news about it, right? That's something I'm excited to hear. Always good to see that. That being said, though, what do you guys personally think about this one? I think there's like a ton of potential overall for cryptos to be rising even more right now. Like there has been an absolute certainty with crypto right now. We've been seeing so many possibilities, and crypto has been really exploding. So Zeta Chain was started in 2021, and they didn't need a long time to actually do something, and finally it's here. They finally did something. People are excited about that. So personally, I think this is very good. Like, look at their ecosystem. All the blocks where all the blocks together, all the apps together, is a massive aspect to this. And I will keep you guys more in the news on this one. If you guys want, be sure to smash that like button. And until next time, so what do I think about this? I think it's obviously pretty much awesome. I think, what we're seeing right now is a large influx of projects, but not enough users. And with this big ecosystem, what they've been building the last 2 years, Zeta Chain is on 260 million volume, which is still kind of small. It's still kind of early. I do think there's going to be a drop because there's a whale that's been obviously holding 2 years and it's probably going to be selling a very, very large portion because now it's in the mainnet. There's much more liquidity. There's more projects, all of that. But it's a nice start. It's where crypto needs to be. It's like there's too much clutter in crypto, in my honest opinion. There's too many projects that we aren't aware of in that sense. There's, possibilities, probabilities, all of that. And that's what crypto can really resolve. But I will keep you guys updated with more news. If you guys want more content like this, be sure to smash that like button. And until next time, peace everyone.